I was watching the boys at Coppish earlier today, and they were going through the player rankings for the Europa League match and all that sort of stuff. There's a few disagreements with player ratings and things like that. That's all good and well, no problems. But as I'm watching along, there was a super chat that came in, and they started discussing things, and then it got me thinking a little bit. Has Klopp actually checked out long ago? He's mentally departed, stopped caring, and we're only just seeing what it is now. Because a lot of people were also contemplating whether Klopp leaving has ruined the squad. The mentality has gone downhill. It was all good and well. There was a buzz when he said he's leaving. Obviously not the greatest of news, but now it's sort of like you see the after effects of what he said and what has happened. Now you're starting to see the downturn of that. There's the mental drain, there's a physical drain, pressure's too much, and all that sort of stuff, right? Well, the boys from Coppish, as they are there. So you've got Drifty on the left, Cal on the right, and Matt down the middle. Let's hear this super chat and unpack this a little bit.
Wavering. You might see
one word answer here. One word answer. Is this the same Klopp that was manager of Liverpool in 2020? I'd even go as far as saying 2022. Is this the same manager?
Who? You asking me or you asking Drift?
I'm asking both of you. One word answer.
No. 100% no. Man's changed.
So Klopp has changed a little bit. We've seen, I'm running out of energy. We've seen the memes and all that sort of shit. Yeah, if you look at it, a before and after of him, it's like, man, I know people change over the space of a few years, but damn, man, for 8 years, he just looks like a whole different person. It's like the man came in at 20 and he's leaving at 50 in a space of, less than a decade. That's proper madness. But as they said, is this the same Klopp that was here even 2 years ago? And if they're saying no, it's like, okay, so if there's a downturn, if there's a decline here, like, if Klopp really is out of energy and can't continue anymore, if this isn't the same Klopp, then why would we want to stick with a manager that effectively says they can't get the job done or will struggle? He's been an absolute machine for us for the better part of a decade, but now maybe his cycle has run. And there could be other factors at play. I'm not saying these are reasons why before people start saying these are excuses, but just hear me out. Could be stuff with the owners like FSG. Could be club management. Could be player staff. It could be players themselves. It could be other clubs and managers. Could be referees in the PGMOL or other bits and pieces. I'm just throwing out questions here.
I said to you lot off camera, and I'll say it now. I think Klopp was done when he announced it, and he pretended he had the energy to get to the end of the season because he didn't want us to panic. I think he was done from then.
So I asked the second question then. If this isn't the same manager and he's quote unquote not the same, and let's say he's a shadow of himself, why should people want him to stay?
It's a fair question.
I don't care if people want him to stay.
No, but I'm asking, why should people want him to stay?
If they don't want him to stay, that's their prerogative. But if I say anything positive about him, or if I try to add context to any situation, I shouldn't be told I'm making excuses or technically attacked. Obviously, I don't care. But like attack for it, like rah, like anything I say about Klopp in any form of positivity is like acted like it's outrageous that I can even add any context or say anything positive about our manager. And to me, that's wild. That's wild. But, hey, even if he didn't have the energy, he still had us in a title race up until April. Fair play, innit?
It's a fair comment. And not just the title race that nobody expected us to be in. If you also look at it like the way we've kept on going as well. At first it looked like the team was up for it when he said, I'm leaving at the, start of January, whatever it was, mid-January, whatever the hell, right? Says, I'm leaving. Okay, cool. But then the team was up for it. First was the Carabao Cup with finishing the game with the kids and all that sort of stuff against Chelsea and Gary Neville's, $1 billion bottle jobs and whatever. But continuously winning games, continuously winning late matches, showing that winning mentality, putting up great performances even when we were against the odds like Man City at home, because we had a very weakened team at that point, and yet we still performed well and most definitely should have won that game. City were coming into the game thinking this is going to be an absolute slapping. We're finally going to win at Anfield. By the time the 90th minute came and went, and the refereeing controversy with the Doku kick on McAllister and everything like that, Liverpool fans were left cussing out Diaz for missing 3 or 4 chances. They were cussing out at Gakpo for not having the courage to take a shot. They were cussing out at the players for not taking the initiative and seeing what was there in front of them. And the City fans were looking, saying, holy fuck, we just escaped. We left out that lucky. We were basically done and dusted, and we just managed to get out of that by the skin of our teeth. Like, that's the difference that game makes. But like, since that draw at Anfield, people have been saying we've started to see a few things dropping off here and there. Players are not scoring, and then, you know, not creating, or if they are creating clear chances, they're absolutely pissing them away. Is it pressure getting to them? Is it overthinking? Is it maybe wanting to do more than what's it? Just put the ball at the back of the net. I don't care if it's a 40-yard volley, if it's a 1-yard tap in, just score the fucking goal. That's all that matters. Not defending well and conceding chances and goals. That has been a big problem lately. Unexpected losses versus Atalanta and Crystal Palace. Now, you can say you underestimate teams when they come to Europe, in Europe, when they come to Anfield and all that sort of shit, but nobody in their fucking right mind saw Atalanta getting anything in that game, let alone 3 goals and winning. Okay, miss me with that nonsense. Crystal Palace, everyone had money banking on us that we were going to win against Palace at some point, and yet we lost 1-0. Again, first half dog shit, second half better, but still dog shit, right? The players are better than what we've seen. We know these players can score goals. We saw them in January, February, and even at some point in March scoring goals, winning games 4-1, 4-0, 2-0, 3-0, just getting the job done. You know, miss one chance, doesn't matter. I'm going to bag the second one. Bang, thanks for coming. Nunez was scoring goals. Jota was in form, then he got injured again. Salah, when he was at AFCON, injured, come back, scoring goals. Came back injured, come back again. Hasn't really been at it. You know, Diaz with a goal here and there, performing, so to speak. McAllister with bombs from outside the box. You know, we have been winning these games, but now it's just, I don't know where these players are that we saw in the last few weeks. And Klopp's energy levels actually being an issue, or is he just not asked at the moment? I think these are fair questions that the boys have been asking. The boys are fair question. I'll link it down below, of course. Big ups to the team at Coppish there, asking the big questions, and they're fair questions, mind you. I'm not saying I agree or disagree, just having the discussion here. But the player should definitely be much better than what I've seen. And at the same time, Klopp should be better than what he is. We know he is much better than what we're looking at the moment. You know, very odd starting 11s, you know, mad substitutions here and there. It's just some things have just not really like worked out how I thought they probably would. And you know what? They also have a discussion later on if whether Klopp is a winner. And some people say, well, of course he's a winner, but he's not of that winning mentality like a Pep Guardiola might be, where it keeps him up at night. Like he, you know, eats, sleeps, and breathes winning, whereas Klopp wants to win, but he's not obsessive over it. And I can understand why that could be a bit of a dangerous thing. If you over-obsess against something, it becomes an obsession. It takes over your life and every aspect of it. And yeah, probably don't want to be that type of a psychopath or sociopath in that regard there. But I do believe he wants to win. I mean, if he didn't want to win, then we wouldn't have the trophies that we won over the last 8 or 9 years. We wouldn't have taken City to within a point twice in this Premier League. You know, we would not have made 3 UCL finals and won one of them. You know, we wouldn't have gone to finals along the way. You know, League Cups, FA Cups, Europa League finals. Again, not this year, unfortunately. But you know what I mean? Like, is it Pep levels of wanting to win like the Coppish boys said? I'm not sure. You can decide that. But I'll keep saying this for the rest of the season until it's finally over. Klopp has brought us trophies. He has brought us good times and memories, and we thank him for it. If he is going out and everyone else is following suit in the sense that their minds are gone and it's just written off, then why the hell are we even competing on the weekend? Why should the boys even go out and play Fulham? Why should they go and give it their all against Everton for pride? Everton are a dog shit at the moment. They got slapped 6-0 by Chelsea. But I tell you what, this Everton team will probably turn up to play this Liverpool team, because at the moment, this Liverpool team do not give me any sort of confidence at the moment. And I want confidence. I want to see confidence in this Liverpool squad. You know, Klopp is leaving. Not this do it for Klopp bullshit. I don't buy into that narrative. But you're professionals. Have some pride in the shirt that you're wearing. Doesn't matter which club you play for. Have some pride in the manager that's brought you there, that instilled belief in you, that puts you on every single week, even though you probably don't deserve to. Managers there helping you out. You should probably do the same in kind. Perform on the pitch, please. I want to see here again. Instead of going out with a bang, he's going to go out with a whimper. And then whose fault is that? Klopp's or the players?